Black Friday and Cyber Monday came and went, and you guys are just using credit card debt like it's no tomorrow.
Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, 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 money.
Yes, ridiculous amount of credit card spending. We're gonna talk about it, guys, and it's not looking good.
Oh no.
My name is Orlando. Welcome to the channel. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. It really does help out the channel. Make sure you check in the description and in the pinned comment. I have a newsletter. Yes, a newsletter that will give you tremendous value. It's free. Please join. You can't beat it. It's free. Americans broke a record for spending on Black Friday, but it's just hiding the bigger problem for the economy. You don't say. Well, if we take a look at this, guys, Americans just were spending and spending and spending. Remember, this is what we're trying to stop. The Fed is raising interest rates because they're saying we want to slow down spending. But for some odd reason, we're not getting the memo. A lot of that extra spending has to do with inflation. We all understand that, but not when it comes to Black Friday. You're not gonna get away with this one. You're not gonna get away with telling me you have to spend on Black Friday, because a lot of you guys are spending on Black Friday and not with money you have.
I knew about it. I just didn't care.
This video is sponsored by Economy. We know safety and security is a #1 thing that you guys really care about. We also know on the internet that data brokers are selling your information online. From surveys to applications, they are taking your data and selling it to anybody and everybody who's willing to pay for it. But here's the good news. You have a right to get your information removed. Yes, it would take you forever to do it manually, but that's the reason why I like Economy, because they will do the messy work for you. They will go in and tell these data brokers to erase it. And if they refuse to do so, they will handle that portion for you too. All you have to do is create an account that you want removed, grant Economy the right to work on your behalf, and then just sit back and relax and let Economy do all the work for you. So if you're tired of getting spam calls and emails like I am, Economy is a way to reduce that. So use my code OrlandoMiner to get an exclusive 60% off your annual plan. Trust me, you will not be sorry. Now back to the video. Americans set an online spending record on Black Friday. A closer look at the numbers and the trends suggest consumer spending is not as strong as it looks and may be masking a bigger problem of accruing more debt. Now, if you've been watching my channel, you've known that I've continued to say that Americans are spending more and more on when it comes to credit card debt, and that it's not gonna stop. Not when you have American Express, Visa, MasterCard, they're rubbing their hands. It's not Black Friday, it's Debt Friday, guys. According to Adobe, it says, which tracks online sales and online shopping for Black Friday, total $9.8 billion, up 7.5% from last year. Adobe estimates US shoppers will further spend as much as $12.4 billion on Cyber Monday. Now, guys, remember, we're complaining about inflation, right? Look, everybody is talking about, I cannot afford a home, and we're spending this type of money on toys and ridiculous things just because, you know, there's a sale of 30% off of a TV or 40%. Here's the deal. It's not really a sale.
Wait, what?
The thing is, guys, this is what I would really suggest you to look at. I get that most people don't really care, that they only want to save money for themselves. I get it. But there is this wide, vast mindset that if you get a sale, that the company is somewhat losing money on that deal.
I'm a genius.
So most people believe if you buy a TV for $500 and it was originally $1,000, then the company who made it is actually losing money.
2 + 2 is 4. -1, that's 3. Quick maths.
And I'm here to tell you that is false. They knew that they were dropping the price down and that would attract you, so they built in that margin. It's an older TV that was gonna sell regardless, and so they said, yeah, we'll go ahead and drop it down to $500, but they're still making a good amount of money. Their margins may be smaller, but they're still making a ton of money. MasterCard said e-commerce sales were up 8.5% on Black Friday, and another report from Salesforce said US online sales grew 9% year over year. Now, you have to know, guys, that MasterCard, Visa, American Express, Citi, Capital One, all of these guys are sitting at a table on Debt Friday and being like, we about to make some money.
Easy green.
They rubbing their hands like Birdman. They ready. They ready. They know that you guys in this current economy, why? Because they see the data too. They know that you can't afford that brand new TV. They know that most people went out and bought an expensive house that they can't afford. They know that you went and bought that BMW and Hellcat, and it's stressful on you right now. They know that you applied for that credit card just for Black Friday and Cyber Monday. They know this.
You don't even know we exist?
And they know that you're going to overspend and say that you're going to pay the money back before interest. But things happen, right?
It's funny because it's true.
Oh, guys, but it gets worse on Black Friday and Cyber Monday. It does. We have a new challenger that's entering. That's entering the arena, and it's buy now, pay later. Guys, listen, it's basically layaway. It's just the new version of it, right? But this layaway, you pay interest on it. It says many aren't paying yet and don't plan to for a while. According to Adobe, buy now, pay later financing was up 47% this Black Friday compared to last year. In 2022, about 10% of purchases on the day of Thanksgiving used buy now, pay later. As of Friday, a total spending in November on buy now, pay later deals has already reached $6.5 billion. Guys, listen, you know what the interest rates are. I mean, they're basically payday loans. I mean, that's what it is. And I know what you're saying.
Orlando, I signed up on the 0% interest. If I pay back in time, then I won't pay interest. I won't pay interest on that. So I'm not losing. I know what I'm doing, Orlando. Don't you dare tell me that by going into this buy now, pay later system, that I'm setting myself up for failure.
I mean, I wouldn't say that. I mean, all you got to do is just go through the system yourself and find out if it's for you or not. And for most people, they're getting themselves into a payday loan situation to where they're going to pay excessive 20, 25, 29% interest rates on a buy now, pay later because they want the item right now, right? I get it. But I don't get it at the same time because the numbers just don't make sense, especially when we know most American savings accounts have depleted. I mean, it's gone. If we look at the chart and we see it just goes down, down, and down every month, all the way up until now, there's no more money left. Everyone has spent it. So what has credit card companies done and any financing company done? They've made credit easier to get. Not credit that you need to buy a house. No, we're not talking about that because that's harder. We are talking about credit to get credit cards, credit to buy computers and TVs. Buy now,
pay later.
That's now easier to get than ever. Why? Because they can charge you 20, 25, 30% interest rates because now they have an actual reason. Interest rates are going up, so they're going to go up with it too. But they're going to make the credit easier for you to get.
This is America. Don't got you slipping up.
And as you buy these items, you get trapped in a debt cycle, which is credit card debt cycle. And you can no longer pay these items off, no matter what you tell yourself at the very end. But let's take a look at this, guys. That buy now, pay later program, when coupled with recent upticks in credit card delinquencies and accounts that are behind payment, is a sign that some consumers, those with credit card debt and auto loans, are beginning to buckle underneath the pressure. Now, is this surprising when I've done videos on auto loans being ridiculous and delinquencies happening on that, home delinquencies, foreclosures, on things costing more on things you actually need? We're not talking about a computer. We're talking about food, gas, energy. Those type of things are up. So if all of those things are up and your savings account is gone, that means you can't afford those items that you're trying to purchase on Black Friday or Cyber Monday, or should I call it Debt Friday and Debt Monday. Buy now, pay later also allows people to borrow less expensively as they get the pricing interest-free if paid off in time. I've been in the finance industry 15 plus years. Damn! And I know people get these offers, and it's always been the same thing since the time that I've been in this industry. And it's, you offer people something that most people won't be able to achieve. So you offer the interest-free only. And yes, there will be some people who take advantage of that scenario. They're gonna go ahead and take advantage of the program, not pay any interest. But then there's gonna be a large portion of the people who actually get into that program who think that they're going to be able to take advantage of that program, and they're going to get caught in the crosshairs, and they're going to end up paying all that interest up. So if you don't know how the program works, you have, let's just say it's 4 months to pay off all of that debt that you have, and you won't have to pay any interest, 0 interest. But at the end of that 4 months, you collect all of that interest and more on the 4th month that you didn't pay off everything. And then they get caught up in the cycle where it's a snowball effect. The debt just continues to get bigger, bigger, and bigger, and they're stuck. I just want to add this last part because this is what a lot of people consider gaming the system. It says, in addition, a study found that some consumers pay off their buy now, pay later with credit cards, which just trades 0% interest rates for rates that are the highest going back to the early 1980s and are often well above 20%. So individuals, to beat the system of the 0% before the time expires, that 4 months, they'd say, you know what, I'm just gonna go ahead and pay off the buy now, pay later with my credit card. And then I won't have to pay the interest that they're gonna accumulate over the next 4 months. Now, make that make sense to me. So you're telling me that you never had the money to begin with, which is what I was saying. And then you're telling me to get out of paying 4 months of interest, you go ahead and transfer it to a higher credit card limit of 25% that you're gonna have to pay off in 30 days?
You're a smart motherfucker, that's right.
So if you couldn't pay it off in 4 months, what makes you think you're gonna pay it off in 1 month? Now, I know some of you guys are gonna be like,
Orlando, come on, man. Come on, man. What are you talking about? Maybe they needed that extra month.
maybe. I'm just speaking the facts here. I'm just speaking the facts. You can lie to me. You can lie to me. Whatever. I'm just a guy on YouTube, right? You can lie to me. But really, when it comes down to it, you got to tell yourself the truth. You can lie to yourself too, but at the end of the day, you will eventually have to come to grips that I couldn't afford this, and I made these purchases knowing I couldn't afford this. And then lastly, we're gonna talk here. It says the lower end customers that are really tapped out, and 40 to 50% of folks in the country are having problems making end meets. But that doesn't mean that they're not going to spend for Christmas. But I think January, February, and March, you're going to see a real slowdown in the retail space. That right there kind of says it all. You know, 40 to 50% of folks in this country are living paycheck to paycheck or more. It's more than that. It's actually 63%, 66% are living paycheck to paycheck. But instead of saving money and saying, hey, look, you know, I probably shouldn't buy this, they overspend, and it's a yearly cycle. And here's the thing. If you do that, guys, look, whatever. But just know you will never be able to get out of this cycle because every year you're putting yourself back into that same cycle, starting over every year. Every January, you're going to be coming and saying, what is your New Year's resolution? My finances. I'm going to get my finances together. Only for December to come and November to come and you to overspend on Christmas presents again. At the end of the day, this will explode because this year and the years previously before, it's setting up something that's going to happen in the economy. The bottom is going to fall out on this, and we're going to have a lot of people in a lot of debt that can't pay it back at all. And job losses, the housing market, the economy just in general is not looking good. So buckle your seatbelts, get ready, guys. 2024 is not going to be a good year. And I want you guys to be ready. And these are the signs that we need to look at so we understand exactly what's going to happen, how it's going to happen. As always, guys, I hope you got value from this video. I need you to watch this video here. Yes, this video here. It will help you understand what's going on in the housing market, financial news, and get it to your first rental property. And I promise you, the information you get from this video, it will be gold. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.